At times it's hard to reminisce on y'all. So God bless the dead and life goes on. We gon' kick it again, my friend. But till then I'm focused on ends. So until you come home, got a place within. Cautious of my new connect, he seem cool as a fan. But when that heat come, why they not handcuffing him? I done sat in them cells like I sat on them rims. I've been walking for miles and belt out for 10. I accepted them calls and mail kites to friends. I never neglected y'all, so y'all do the same for him. And I appreciate that. This for my streets, come back. Back.
What's going on? Welcome to Ears to the Street with Fact and Entertainment Meet. I am your host, HG. Appreciate y'all logging on, tuning in, rocking with your boy. Man, we're going to talk about this story that happened yesterday. A day or two ago, stepfather, son shot in a New York hallway, Flatbush. I'm pretty sure that's Brooklyn. It's crazy. I'm not going to spend all night on this. I'm just going to show the video, speak my piece on it. And what I would like for everyone to do is to put your comments in the chat, in the comment section. Put it in there. I just want to get the feedback, Clearly, when you see this, like, there's no, and then based off the video I'm going to show, like, there's no, some people might see it one way, some people might see it another way, but I think pretty much the majority of the people are going to see it for what it is and judge it based upon that. And, I think we'll all be somewhat in agreement on that. But I just want to speak to some a little bit, not even deeper, but just an addition to what we're seeing and why things like this continue to happen, especially in the Black community. And the especially goes to all communities, but it's so prevalent in our community that I can't even say our community. I got to say, like, it isn't even culture. It isn't community. Neighborhoods, maybe, places of shelter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what you call it at this point, because it ain't culture and it's definitely not community. So I was going to read articles and go through all that. I'm not going to even do all that. I'm disturbed by this video. It was on Facebook. Somebody sent it to me via DM. Took a look at it, just straight video. What I'm going to show you is like a 35-second clip of it, because it's YouTube. You can't show nothing crazy. And then I may show a piece of a broadcast that I think like Channel 7, Channel 5 did. So I want to, it gets to a point where it's like, man, this is like the norm. Like, why even speak on it? Just accept it. But I don't think none of us should just accept this. Even if we're not even in these communities anymore. Like, some of us still there, and then some of us aren't there, and we pick and choose our times to probably be in these communities for whatever reason, whether it's just to socialize, whether it's business, and that's another, that's another assumption that I'm given this situation, because I don't know. I don't know what's going on in New York. Originally from the south side of Chicago. Been to New York maybe like 5-6 years ago. Queens area, was in the Bronx, Brooklyn. The only two areas or boroughs that I didn't get to visit were I was in Manhattan. Didn't get to visit Harlem or Staten Island, but Bronx, Brooklyn. Oh, and I think Queens. And I'm actually going to Queens. I was supposed to go early November, but I'm gonna push it back to December. So I'll get to see Queens, possibly some other places. But this incident or this homicide, some may say self-defense, took place in Flatbush, New York, which I, like I said, believe is the Brooklyn area. Not 100% sure. Please correct me, especially all my East Coast people. But when I went to New York, had a ball. Actually seeing Ludacris. Was on the same like VIP level with him. I didn't go over there trying to talk to him or nothing because I'm not a groupie. So when I seen Ludacris in New York, someone else was there. I think this is kind of like, this is a minute ago. This is like 2013, 14-ish. And we went to Club Cheetah, the one that all the rappers talked about back in the day. And I seen Ludacris. I was in VIP with Ludacris, which was like a high balcony. Seen him over there. He was just chilling, watching the show. Me, just chilling. Same old thing. Seen him, I'm not about to approach nobody like just cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in the same room with a few celebrities, not a lot, but a few celebrities that if I threw their names out, you'd be like, oh, okay, for real. Woo. Not a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? But coming from Chicago, some of the music scene stuff, I've been in the same room with some notable rappers, or have just seen people in passing, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who else? I mean, like whoever, regardless of who I've seen in passing or being in the same room at the same event, I'm never just gonna walk up to somebody and be like, hey, how you doing? Ooh, like, that's some sucker shit. It ain't sucker shit, it's like fanish, and I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm a supporter, and I love people's music, I love their work, but and I don't got nothing against going to ask for autograph or nothing like that, but I probably would like never do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only person that I know celebrity wise where I could say I was fanish is with Malcolm Jamal Warner when he came to St. Sabina, 78th and Troop, 79th, right off Racine. I was about 8 years old, 7 years old, some shit like that, 6 years old. And he, I remember like this was the first time, like, I know I'm supposed to be talking about these people getting killed in this building, but we'll get there, because we've seen that 1,000 million times over. What you don't know is the story I'm about to tell you. However, so St. Sabina High School, pretty notable Catholic school on the south side of Chicago, right out there on 79th and Racine, 78th and Troop. And this is my first time seeing someone who has been on television, basically. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo. So he's Theo at this time, like, like he's always Theo, unfortunately. But you know what? He was always Theo. He's always Theo. But I've seen him in the doctor series. What is it called? I can't think of it. It's a doctor series that was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on, but he plays a surgeon in there. He's like real egotistical in the sense, but real, not even so much egotistical, just confident. Like, we can do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be bleeding for 8 hours and we're still gonna bring you back. Like, that's how dope we are. And he was dope in there. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, that's the only time where me myself, where I could say like I was on some fan shit, like just a kid, 7, 8 years old. Malcolm Jamal Warner walked in the auditorium. I remember he had on a blue jean fit, like, and back then those was the shit, like the blue jean top with the blue jeans, and came in with some wheat Timbos. Came in with some wheat Timbos, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, like on some New York shit. I don't even know if he's from New York or not. But so yeah, but it gets back to the story. With this shooting, let me stay on task and not go too much. I already went on a crazy tangent. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show this video. We're gonna discuss it, and we're gonna get to not only the video and what we see in the video, and I've seen the actual video, so you guys are gonna see a blurred up version, but I'm pretty sure in time, you'll be able to find the full version online and assess it, thoroughly, and get a full grasp on it as we, and then revisit this video or finish this video now, then see the video, but I want y'all to put y'all comments put y'all thoughts in the comment section, because I want to speak to the self fucking hatred. Like, yeah, we gotta have a conversation again. I see, like, I was like, okay, this is like the 100th quadruple millionth time that we have to have this conversation, but we gotta have it again. It's like a fucked up relationship where you talk to someone, y'all talk about the same issues, but the same issues never could get corrected from both parties, and it's like, it's like, damn, like, we keep putting ourselves in these compromising situations. And it's like, for what? For what? It's emotional trauma. And it's at the point where we just literally take it out on ourselves. And when I say take it out on ourselves, I don't mean whatever you do to the other person. I mean the consequence of what you do to the other person and what you got to sit down with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, this dude who just did this, like, he's on the run now. Like, like, nigga, you're on the run. Like, nigga, like, you like me know a G Money on the roof. Like, it can never go back to how it was, G. I'm on the run. Like, you on the run now, nigga. Like, life is like, nigga, your life is on the run. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only a matter of time. Like, maybe you might make it overseas. You might, make it across the border to South America or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do, you did what you had to do to get where you needed to be to not face the consequences of your actions. But, like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are the consequences that we have to deal with, based off emotion. You know what I'm saying? And these are men. These are men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in any altercation type situation, like, as a man or a male, you know what I'm saying? But not to get off into that, just as a man, like, you have to be more rational. You know what I'm saying? If you getting emotional like the female, and the female is the more rational one in the situation, not saying that a woman shouldn't be more rational or just as rational, but just saying like, the woman, is the one that's gonna be a little bit more irate. You see what I'm saying? So why is it when you got two grown men interacting based off of verbal confrontation, the men are the ones who jump the gun and do some soft ass shit? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But nevertheless, all right. So what we're gonna do is set the video up. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. I just want to make sure I can see the video, y'all. Be patient with me. See the video, y'all. Yep, I see it. So here we go. There's no audio to it, but I will cut it out nonetheless. So here we go. You're gonna watch it one more time. You're gonna watch it one more time. One more time, y'all. It's crazy. So I'm gonna go through the video, some commentary stuff, as we go through it. And this is all self-explanatory, but I want to point out certain things in the video, all for learning purposes. I can't express how I just will love, do love when anybody runs across these videos. And when I say these videos, I mean my live streams, my videos that I post. And in some instance, some shape, form, or fashion, whatever's learned or taken from the video that can help somebody, I hope they implement it in that brief second, and they be like, man, if I wouldn't have seen that video, or even if it's in the subconscious, whatever, it's sitting in the back of your brain, and you never even related to an Ears to the Street video. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anything that's gonna help you progress or save your life, which is also progression, like anything, you know what I'm saying? I hope, if it's just one person, out of all the videos I do, out of the time I'm doing this, for however long I do this, if it's one person that ever seen the video and can say, man, or not say it and subconsciously is did it and we'll never know, like I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Just one person. But I'm gonna break down the video. So we have a guy that comes upstairs. Now I have the articles, but you go read the articles. You go look at the other videos. Like you do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like you do that. You read all the articles and piece it together how you want to piece it together, or just inform yourself because the video is pretty much self-explanatory. So let's go. So guys having an argument with, I'm assuming, or not assuming based off the article, the mother of the house. This young kid right here, which looks a lot younger than he is. He's actually 27 years old. So he's a full-grown man, young man, but still a full-grown man at 27. Now, when I initially seen this video, I didn't think he was 27. I'm looking at just based off the video, I'm looking at maybe like a 16, 17-year-old, maybe 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out he's actually 27 based off the articles, the New York Times article and a couple other articles. He's like 27, 28, something like that. So he's a full-grown man, no doubt. Mom's out there arguing or having a heated discussion, because at this time right here, and they talk for a longer period than this video shows, but they're having a back and forth. It isn't like an argument, or it probably is a light argument, you know what I'm saying? But it isn't like out of control. It isn't out of control. You know, she's popping her shit. You know, I got a video of her. She's of Haitian descent. I don't know if any of I don't know about the stepfather or not. Maybe so. Who cares? So, back and forth. Now, as you're gonna see, this guy comes out basically as the man, as the male figure in the house, the dominant male figure, the dominant man figure. It comes out as if, okay, look, let me handle this. I'm the man of the house. The guy has come upstairs, and I'm going to tell y'all what happened until you guys read the article or whatever. He comes up the stairs because there's been noise going on. These two neighbors have been going at it a little bit, based off noise, racket. He came upstairs, boom, 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 backstory. But regardless of that, seems like a back and forth between the woman of the house and the neighbor. Husband comes out on some brolic shit. Basically telling her, up, cool out, I got this now, chill out. And, first mistake right here. You're approaching someone in an aggressive manner. Regardless of what the woman of the house was talking about and this neighbor was talking about, the way you approach the situation on coming out, you seem confrontational. That's confrontational. He came out confrontational. First thing he do, step straight to the dude's face. Like, whatever conversation that they could have had about this situation did not have to take place with him being directly in his face. So the dude feels threatened. I get it. He feels threatened. Not only that, the guy has a pair of scissors in his hand, and he's holding it to the guy's face. Now, mind you, he is holding majority of the sharp part of the scissors. So, but it does have the tip sticking out, and he does have it at his face, at his neck. It's sticking distance. Like, even though he has most of his hand covering the blade part of the scissors, he still has enough of it sticking out to where if he wanted to poke the guy, he could poke him. Like if he wanted to do a quick, oh, you talking crazy, oh, you came here talking shit, oh, I can just poke you right quick. You know what I'm saying? But you can look at that either way. You know, if someone had the intention on poking you, you know, they could hold most of the blade to poke you and get a shorter piece of the blade to penetrate with, or they could come out with their hand on the toe on the actual handle of it to where all of the sharp steel is available or exposed to harm you with. So it's an either or type thing right there. Did the guy come out intending to stab him with the scissors? Maybe, maybe not. Did the guy have his hand on majority of the part that you would use as a weapon with scissors? Yes, he did. But did he still have enough sticking out to where he could still use a part of the scissors, if not all the scissors, if he chose to attack this dude? Yes, he could. So as someone that's on the opposite end of that, I'm looking at this guy as a threat all day. You come out, you brolic, you get straight up in my face, you got scissors in your hand, and you all up in my face with a pointy part of the scissors. You a threat to me at this point. Like, I'm dead ass. If it was me in this situation, you a threat to me right now. Let's go. Now, at this point, you see the wife is pulling him back. Like, come on, you coming out here. You too amped up. Chill out. Get back. And this dude refuses to listen to his own wife or girlfriend or whoever she is. You know what I'm saying? He refuses to listen to her. He's adamant on confronting this dude with this aggressive manner continually. Will this aggression turn into a physical altercation? It has the potentiality to. Is this guy coming out with the intentions on turning this to a physical altercation? I can't substantiate that, but I can also say that his posture and his demeanor and his body language, and we can't hear video, so we don't know what the audio is like, but everything would suggest that it's a possibility that this guy has no problem with attacking this guy that came up the stairs to talk to this particular family about the noise they've been making. It's a potentiality. You know what I'm saying? Think about yourself in the guy's situation. If you came up the stairs to confront or approach or address a situation with your upstairs top level neighbors up, above your neighbors is making too much noise, and then at this particular point this happened, I would feel threatened. No problem. Like it's self-explanatory. The guy's still pulling away from his girl. Like he's pulling away from her. He pulling away from her like damn near aggressively and violently in a sense too. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what she's saying, she cannot get him to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Which is an odd thing. If you're in a situation, and it's not odd, but it depends on their relationship, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It depends on their relationship. If he's the stepfather, then they're married, possibly. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the relationship. But sometimes when guys are heated, it don't matter who trying to hold them back or calm them down. They just wrapped up in that emotion. They wrapped up in that moment. Shit happens. Boom. So she's pulling him back right there. He reaches to get his gun. Reaches in the side pocket to get his gun. So when I see this right here, he pulls out his gun when the dude at this particular time is not an immediate threat. He's still a threat, but he's not an immediate threat because his attention isn't even on the guy. Now we have to understand what is being said now. what is being said. But even verbal communication, even if it's threatening, I guess it weighs. But look, we're going to play it back for one more second, and I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. All right. So, where are we? We just had to go pay some bills. Don't worry about it. So here we go. Boom. Comes out, extra tough. Tell his wife, I got this. Talking to the guy up in his face. Got the scissors in his hand. Wifey pulling him back. Chill out. Cool out. You're doing too much. Cool out. Boom. Dude ups the gun. The dude's attention is not on him, but he's still somewhat of an immediate threat. But right here, you can tell the guys, the fear has like subsided in him. Like, or he just want to shoot a motherfucker. Either or. You know what I'm saying? But even if you just want to shoot a motherfucker, like, then you bitch too, because you ain't got a reason to shoot a motherfucker. And in this situation, this is a possible reason to shoot somebody. He just picked the wrong moment to execute the shooting. That's the problem. You didn't kill somebody because they were actually attacking you. You killed somebody out of the fear that you felt within yourself, and you took a cheap shot, and then you just went overboard after the cheap shot. You know what I'm saying? Like you went psychopath after the cheap shot. You did a cheap shot, but then after that, you just went psycho after that. But here we go. Right here, dude sees the gun. Like, oh, this nigga pulled a gun out. You know what? Go back in the house. You see what I'm saying? Like, at this point, and we don't know what's being said. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's being said. But the dude walks away. He like, this nigga just pulled out a gun. Go back in the house. Starts walking away. Like, he's not even worrying about the dude no more. Soon as he's seen the gun, he tells everybody to go in the house. You see the son at the door, 27-year-old. You see the woman going toward the door, and you see him going toward the door. This what turns this into a coward bitch ass nigga who had a gun and took a cheap shot to kill somebody, and there was no reason to shoot this man at this particular point, regardless of how much fear he injected in you 10, 15 seconds ago. At this point, the dude had bowed out. He bowed out. You had ample time to, like, I'm not even mad that he pulled the gun out. Even though he pulled the gun out when the dude was attention wasn't toward him, but I'm pretty sure the dude was gonna revert that aggression back toward him. So he pulled the gun out when he had a chance to. Like, nigga, you need to back up. You know what I'm saying? You doing too much. I got the pistol on you. And what the dude do? Automatically when he see it, go in the house. Everybody go in the house. And he started walking toward the house. Now, what this nigga do? Shoot the nigga. Shoot him while he's walking away and is not a threat. This nigga wanted a body. And now he got two of them because he shot him. Boom. He shoots him, and actually that's not even the son at the door, that's the daughter. The son is against the wall. And I thought the son attacked the shooter once his father got shot, which he probably did. But at the same time, I'm thinking, did he attack the shooter because the shooter started to shoot him, or was trying to finish off the father and the boy intervened? Like, the dude started shooting the boy before the boy even tried to run out and get him. Like, the boy ran out and tried to get him, but I think he had already shot the boy before the boy even attempted to run out and get him. And at that point, the boy just like, shit, he done shot me. Let me just at least try to get this nigga. And he shoots the boy and drops the boy. And then after that, goes back over the boy. In the real video, or the full video, goes back, hops over the boy laid down, he gone. He goes back up to the dude. The dude is still alive, trying to get in the door. The wife shuts the door, gets the daughter runs in, the wife runs in, the stepfather shot on the ground. He rolls to try to get in the door. She didn't shut the door on him. And the guy hops over the boy he just killed, shoots the dude again, and then walks up to him and give him a headshot. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's what happened. That's what happened. And now the dude is on a run. Based off the reports tonight, he's on the run. So we see this is a altercation, a verbal, not even an altercation. It's a neighborly dispute over noise, which happens all the time. I remember I stayed in Blue Island. This was early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. Stayed in Blue Island, Illinois. And I mean, like, we party. I'm talking like it's a party every weekend. Like, weekdays was pretty laid back. Everybody had to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So weekdays, you know, it's pretty much boom, boom, boom. You go to work, you come back, you chill, work, come back, chill. 4 days out the week. Friday to Sunday though, or Friday and Saturday, oh, it's fucking crazy, you know. And I'm talking about, and this is like heyday rapping, like heyday in the studio, got our own equipment, shooting videos, you know, like real, you know what I'm saying, like in the trenches with it, you know, trying to you know, just being young men and you know, having an interest in music and, you know, making a lot of noise. Young kids, you know, young, you know, late teenagers, early 20s, just got our own spot, you know what I'm saying, could do what we want to do in there. So there was a lot of noise, you know what I'm saying, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. But we had a neighbor upstairs, nice looking lady, not nice looking, but decent looking, had an amazing body, light skin, can't remember her name. But we moved her up out of there. Like, we was making so much noise. She's like, as soon as her lease was up, she was out of there. But she used to come and like knock on the door downstairs. And like, we would just be like, all right, you know, my bad. And we'll turn it down. Like, you know, we looked at it as no big deal. I'm pretty sure it was annoying for her. to have to come downstairs Fridays and Saturdays, be like, cause you guys turn your music down. It's like 3, 4 in the morning. And us being young, you know, we just doing what we wanted to do, and you know, but never like got hostile with her when she came down. Like, you know, like anytime she came down, like, oh, my bad. Woo-woo. One time we did have a little back and forth, and I was like, look, I gave her my number. I was like, look, just call me. You know what I'm saying? It's like 1, 2 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You coming down here extra late and you upset. Like, just text me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm up, like 9 times out of 10, I got my phone in my hand. So, you know, just text me. It'll at least save you the trouble of getting out your bed, coming down the stairs, and knocking on the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll save me the trouble of having to have you do that and listen to you at the door talk about the music and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what she did from now on. Like, you know what I'm saying? She, like, after that, she'd text me and be like, look, y'all loud. I was like, my bad. And I turned the music down. Was it coming off? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, we doing what we doing. But sometimes we was crazy with it. Like, we like just leave the music on and like we fuck around and even be there. Like, it'd be like 3 in the morning, the music would be on. We ain't even in the apartment, you know. But you know, always to the best of my ability and the best of my recollection, always was respectful and considerate to the degree of which when if she came down or text me after the fact, like, it would never turn into no shit like that, you know. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the deeper thing I want to talk about, to how if you have a male having an issue with a neighbor and the niggas is irate. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this situation, both of the dudes were irate, not the female. The female might have been popping her shit before the husband came out and all that shit. And that's another thing, like, with the neighbor upstairs. Like, you having a conversation with her, which is okay, but, you know, in what manner are you coming upstairs saying what you got to say about this situation? You know, because when the dude came out, the father, he was still kind of trying to go back and forth with the woman, but not to take no accountability from the woman. Because as a woman, you shouldn't be sitting there arguing with no nigga either, or no man either. And women got to understand that. Quit trying to buck up with men. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? Soon as dude came to the door, and the way dude came out, I don't know if it would have been a good idea or a bad idea, but the way dude came to the door, like, you know, it probably still would have went the same way, but at the same time, you don't need to be going back and forth with no nigga as a woman. Go get your guy, let him handle it. Now, the way this dude handled it was totally wrong. Did he deserve to get shot? Nah, he didn't. He had his back turned and he was telling everybody to go in the house. Dude was just a coward with a gun. You pulled the gun out when the dude was walking away. And even you shot him when he was walking away. Like, come on. Then you on the run now. You went upstairs to talk shit because they was making too much noise at 10 p.m. And now you're a fugitive on the run. Like, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? But now we got a black dude on the run. We got 2 dead black males. And now we have a widow as a wife. And then we have a young girl who lost her brother and her father over a dispute of making noise. Yeah, this is the shit I'm talking about. Like, it's so much lame shit going on that you gotta like I don't even fucking get it. Like, it's never a situation where you dealing with people on some like shape, form, or fashion, depending on who you're dealing with. But like, even situations, always some goofy, lame shit going on. like it never fails. It's like no matter if, and I don't want to just encapsulate it to black people, man, but that's the shit I be talking about. That's the shit I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not like, if I were to say like the business I was doing with people outside of the black race, it's a lot. It's somewhat less problematic. It's somewhat less problematic. You know what I'm saying? It still be bullshit in there too, but it's a different type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But with this particular situation, you know, I didn't even know, but he was an ex-security guard. I didn't even think niggas could have handguns in New York. He had the handgun with the laser on it. Like, let's look at this one more time, man. He had the handgun with the laser on it. Like, I didn't even think you could have that shit in New York. You can have a handgun with the laser in New York. But let's look at this one more time, man. This shit crazy. Now you see this right here? There shouldn't be a conversation about making too much noise. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know you're making noise. You know what I'm saying? If he came up there and you wasn't making no noise, you know, maybe that deserves a back and forth. Not really. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see, like, how the hell she get all the way from her front door to the middle of the hallway and he's at the staircase. So that means this conversation has been dragging on beyond the point it needs to drag on. When a neighbor come to the door and be like, you making too much noise, and you know you making too much noise, be like, oh man, my bad, I'm gonna turn it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. Like, it's that simple. Why is this a situation where it even get to this point? And look at him. He comes out like totally the wrong vibe, nigga. You get straight up in a nigga face with scissors, but see, this is where the whole shit come in. This is where the scary shit come in right here. This scary shit right here. This some pussy shit. Nigga, the nigga got mad like as if the dude was in his face at that time. Might have do it. Now that's the thing. We don't know what was being said. Dude might have said some shit. I'm gonna beat this nigga ass. You know, like if he said that, then like dude pulled out his gun, like nigga, you gonna beat who ass? Like that makes sense. But this what don't make sense. Right there. When the dude is telling everybody to go in the house, this nigga got the gun pointed at his back with a beam on it, and you walk up and shoot the nigga. The nigga was no threat to you at that point. He seen you had a gun, he was bowing out. But that's the problem. Niggas want to kill niggas. There's so much self-hate. Niggas hate niggas. Like, that's where we at with it. Like, niggas hate niggas. It's at the point where, like, white people like niggas more than niggas like niggas. Like, racist white motherfuckers like niggas more than niggas like niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most white supremacist motherfuckers got more love for niggas than niggas got love for niggas at this point. Like, real shit. And I'm talking about all across the board. Niggas and females, all that shit. Bitch ass shit. Shoot the nigga. And like shot him multiple times and then gonna kill the boy. The boy rushing him. You know, you just put the boy down. You know what I'm saying? That's some real sucker shit right there. Like, you killing the dude with some sucker shit, but you killing that young man like that, that's some real sucker shit. Real sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bitch ass niggas with guns. That's all it is. There's a lot of bitch ass niggas with guns. Real talk. But, you know, it's the self-hate we dealing with. Like, niggas hate niggas. Like, I'm convinced. You know what I'm saying? Or is this just a small percentage of the population and I'm blowing it up because a higher majority of black people in America or across the globe, really love each other, are making, commingling and got businesses and making money together and living beautiful community, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Am I singling out just the negative shit? That's what my homie told me. He was like, you got to have more positive shit on and shit like that. And I'm like, shit, I do. You know what I'm saying? But we got to talk about these motherfucking issues too. You know, we got to talk about these issues too, you know, but I will make a conscious effort to highlight, you know, some of the more productive things of Black people in America. But shit like this is just like, but that's the thing, like, even I don't know, I have to not make the mistake of limiting my experiences, or limiting my conversation to just my experiences. Let me say it like that. Because there's a lot of other stuff taking place that I'm not privy of. So I never want to make it seem like what I'm seeing or what I'm hearing is in totality of everything. And that's what he was basically highlighting. And I get that. I definitely get that. So we're gonna wrap it up. Put y'all comments in the comment section. I just want to hear, like, you know, put y'all shit down there. Put y'all shit down there. Let me see what y'all talking about on this particular situation. Another 2 Black males died by the hands of another Black male. He's currently on the run. Sister lost a brother and father. Wife lost a husband and son. This guy who did the shooting, I think him and his mother stayed in the same place, and the mother was one of the, you know, him and the mother was complaining about the noise upstairs, so she lost her son. You know, he's not dead, but he's on the run now for homicide. I'm pretty sure, you know, eventually he'll get apprehended at some point in time, or who knows, maybe he may, you know, make it somewhere where he doesn't get apprehended, but the chances of that are not likely, but it can happen. You know, if you're rooting for the double homicide murderer guy, you know, I guess that's something you'll think about. But you know, what does this say about, do people even care at this point? like it's all a waste of time. Maybe I'll waste of my time. Maybe this is just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a quadrillion billion people talking about the same shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all talking about the same shit. This shit was on Channel 7, Channel 5, a few media platforms I ain't never heard of. You don't even know what Ears to the Street is. Like, you know, you don't know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Some nigga on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's crazy, B. All right, we out, man. With Factor Entertainment. Ears to the Street with Factor Entertainment. Me, I'm your host, HG. Appreciate y'all tuning in with me. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe button, share the content. We'll see you on the next one, man.